Imagine being hailed as a legend in the Roblox community, celebrated for your unmatched skills and adored by thousands. Now what if I told you that this same legend had a dark, hidden past filled with deception, manipulation, and betrayal? How does a hero end up being the sneakiest cheater in Roblox history? Today, we unravel the tangled web of lies and scams spun by Castlers, a developer for the popular Roblox game Arsenal. Who was he before the fame? How did he manipulate those closest to him? And what finally led to his downfall? Buckle up as we dive into the twisted tale of Castlers. Our story begins on May 15th, 2019, when Castlers cunningly maneuvered his way into becoming a developer at Rolve. But how did he do it? It all started with a simple act of trust. Aaron Frost, a fellow developer and friend, often busy, handed over his account to Castlers to continue development work in his absence.
Me and Castlers go back a while. Initially I was demoted from Rolve because I let him actually use my account when I was not able to use it because I wanted to get work done, and he offered to get work done, and I said, yeah, you can use my account.
Castlers, seizing the opportunity, stole his work and presented it as his own. Imagine the shock and betrayal Aaron must have felt. He had trusted Castlers only to be backstabbed. Why didn't anyone see through this though? The truth is, Castlers was a master manipulator. He convinced Mighty Baseplate, a higher up at Rolve, that Aaron had plagiarized his work. This deceit marked the beginning of Castlers' dark journey in the Roblox community. With his newfound power, Castlers didn't just stop at developing games. He wanted dominance. Enter Team Cringe, a group of Counterblox players with affiliations to Rolve. This team, known for its unrivaled skills, had a dark secret. Most of its members, including Castlers, were cheaters. They manipulated game mechanics, rigged matches, and banned top players to ensure their victories. But what drove Castlers to such lengths? The fear of losing his status, perhaps, or the desire for power? Either way, Team Cringe's reign was built on a foundation of lies and deceit, with Castlers at its helm. One notorious incident involved teleporting an opponent while outside the map during a critical match, a move Castlers later dismissed as a game bug. The truth? It was a deliberate act to secure victory. But how did Castlers get away with this? The developers at Rolve were too preoccupied with Arsenal, another one of their popular games, to notice the shenanigans in Counterblocks. This negligence allowed Castlers to operate with secrecy, further solidifying his control and feeding his ego. As the summer of 2019 progressed, Castlers' ambitions grew darker. He created a private Discord server aiming to start a black market for in-game items. This practice, known as alt trading, involved selling in-game items for real-world money, violating Roblox's terms of service. To avoid detection, Castlers used his friend Aimer as a front for the transactions. Aimer would handle the trades, while Castlers spawned the items and split the profits. This scheme netted him thousands of dollars, but it couldn't last forever. Mighty Baseplate, the only person with more authority than Castlers, started noting suspicious trades and demoted Aimer. Faced with increased scrutiny, Castlers devised a new plan, scamming their customers. They would take payments for items and then ban the buyers for alt trading, keeping both the money and the items. The scam was nearly foolproof, as all the buyers believed they had been caught by the system, not by Castlers. However, one buyer named Baser knew too much. Baser had directly traded with Castlers and was aware of his involvement. When Baser demanded the items before paying, Castlers manipulated him, assuring him that everything was legitimate. After receiving thousands of dollars from Baser, Castlers banned him and the others, pocketing the money and disappearing without a trace. With his reputation in Counterblocks tarnished, Castlers focused his shift to Arsenal, a game rapidly gaining popularity. Here, he aimed to cement his legacy by becoming the #1 player, and to achieve this, he used a cheat known as TriggerBot, which is a type of exploit that automatically fires at enemies when their crosshair was over them. Castler's gameplay seemed almost superhuman. He developed one of the game's most popular modes, competitive mode, and collaborated with the top YouTubers in Arsenal, like John Roblox. John frequently called Castlers the best player in Arsenal, boosting his fame and credibility. But the facade began to crack during a major tournament, the Arsenal Creator Tournament, also known as ACT. Castlers dominated the competition, leading to accusations of cheating, and fellow competitor Tanker hinted at Castler's use of extended hitboxes, a claim backed by suspicious footage from Castler's gameplay. Despite the growing suspicion, though, Castlers continued to deny any wrongdoing. His defenders pointed to his status as a developer, arguing that he wouldn't cheat in a game he helped create. They also said that he used to play CSGO, so his aim would transfer to Arsenal, but even Castlers himself said that he never played CSGO. The logic was flawed. Developers had access to powerful tools and scripts, making it easier for them to cheat without detection. Eventually, the allegations became too numerous to ignore. A player named Light, followed by many other YouTubers, later released videos exposing Castler's cheating and manipulative tactics. Let's take a look at the most obvious clip.
I wish there was like a rocket launcher in this game.
I'm holding it, man. One down.
You're live, you know that's not really the only way you can play like that. No.
No human can react this fast to a player spawning, unless of course you cheat. There are loads of other clips that show him using hacks to get an unfair advantage as well. While some of the initial videos faced backlash and credibility issues, it sparked a deeper investigation into his actions, and eventually, if you look at all the evidence presented now, and given his troubling history, it becomes very clear. In the end, the weight of his deceit crushed Castlers. He deleted all of his videos and abandoned his YouTube channel, leaving a trail of unanswered questions and broken trust. Rolv never officially responded to the allegations, and Castlers never took accountability. I think it's important to mention that Rolv cannot really be trusted, as they are nothing more than a group of friends who develop some games, and are definitely not a professional company, so it makes sense why they have stayed silent from all this backlash. From a respected developer and player to the sneakiest cheater in Roblox history, running an entire illegal black market operation, his journey is a stark reminder that everything is not as it seems. If you have made it this far, you'll probably also like this video about the most toxic YouTuber in Roblox history.